Well, this is a test number 3 to see if things bog down and go crazy again. Um, I freaked out and ordered a new computer last night for this, and this is more of a test to see if the chat is working. So I can't see. For some reason, I haven't been able to see the chat when people do it from YouTube, from Twitch, and from Facebook. So this is more of a test to see if any of that is working right now until I set up for the new thing. So testing frame rate, testing CPU, everything looks good. Let's see if it slows down again. I don't know what to do anymore. So until that new computer comes, I don't know what's going on. Honestly, it's like everything's breaking on me, and it's just frustrating. So if you were here yesterday for a few minutes, I appreciate it. If this doesn't work, this video will disappear again as well. But I've had no problems with any of this until I tried streaming on Facebook, because I was just doing YouTube and Twitch for the longest time, and now that I'm doing it there, it just, I don't know if it has something to do with that. The chat's not working, this isn't working, so if I don't respond to you, that means I haven't seen it, and it says I have 3 viewers, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I don't see anything. So, still here. And let's... Yeah, okay. So, I don't know if it's working or not. It says I have 1 person watching, so... Anyway, back to just blocking in shells once. And probably start with a little bit of... let me get this Averland sensitive. Which is a little brighter, and I can mix that in with there. Again, I see no chat, so if someone has posted something, I haven't seen it, which sucks. So something with Facebook, it says read only, so I don't know what that means. And what the? Oh, I can't. I see. I know what that means now. Okay. I can't type a message to Facebook, is what that says. So, whatever. I'll figure it out. But I see no chat message. So, and I don't know if that's because I have to pay for Restream for that, or what. So, if you watch on YouTube, I might be able to see your comment. Actually, let me pull this up here. So I'm trying to watch it there. Okay, sorry. Now this thing's in the way of... Ah, Rusty. Okay. YouTube's working. Finally. I can see it. Okay. That just made my evening, Rusty. Thank you. That is working now. So, thanks. That cheered me up. I have no idea how much. I've had so much problems, so many problems the last few days. Now we'll see if the stream starts to bog down again. But I don't think that's going to happen because I think I solved it. But all right, anyway. So these Ninja Turtles, these are for a board game. I've lost now 4 videos because of issues. So kind of have to go back over everything I've done. There are... The board game came with 2 sets of turtles, ones that are more of the vintage style, and ones that are more the IDW newer ones. So I decided to paint the older ones because those are the ones that I bought comics of. And the other ones look like this. They're more, modern looking. So they're okay, but they're not my turtles. And I went in and I'm doing them all so that they all look kind of like... I'm shooting for this. That picture's still here. Shooting for that. That's what I'm going for. All the same green, all the same kind of yellows, all red bandanas, classic style. The game is, oh crap, what's it? Shadows of... Oh man, I forgot the name of the game. But it's a miniature board game, and some of the miniatures are really cool, some are kind of But like I said, I've lost quite a few videos now, and I'm trying to backtrack, get this technology thing figured out. Which is a problem. And again, I have a thing sticking right in my nose now that I'm not used to. When I do garage kits, the camera's over my shoulder. When I do miniatures, it's like right in my face. So it's a little harder. So I get a base coat that I'm happy on all of these. I'm going to go back and start doing some highlights. Probably throw a wash on it real quick too. Just thought of something. How's everybody doing? Yep, older turtles are better. Although the new, if you haven't seen some of the IDW ones, the new comic ones, they're pretty cool. There's some cool designs in there. I just the 80s cartoon ones, those are not what I'm going for. And again, I think I talked about it yesterday. This holder I'm using is the hobby holder, and it was a Kickstarter, but support this company if you can. This works really well. It comes with, you can get caps, and they just kind of screw in and out. When you're doing a lot of the same thing, it's really easy instead of having to use like this one where you can only really do one at a time. So I'm really liking this one. Like the Citadel one is great for the basis for Citadel stuff, but this also has this clip-on brace. I don't know. Whatever works for you, but this one I'm really liking. And it seemed like a good guy too, so if you get a chance, check him out. Hobby Holder. Put a link in there somewhere at some point. If this works. So far not bogging down, so that's good. I think I figured out what it was. I was running a copy of this stream in a different window, and that might be what's causing a lot of the slowdown. It helps though, and I'm thinking when new computer comes, I might have that. And I want to make sure everything's working because we have an idea we're working on for the continuation of Mono Club, kind of past what we're doing. So I need everything working. That's all I can say right now. What are you researching, Rusty? What are you working on? Why is that thing? Oh, I know why that disappeared. Johansson just messaged me. I can see, I'm looking at Facebook on my phone, but I can't see messages for some reason anywhere else. I don't see them. All right, now I can. Oh, I know why that disappeared. Well, that's gonna not work. Hold on. Wait. There. That's how I have to do it. So Facebook chat's working now. I can see it on my phone. I can't see it up here. I can see YouTube and Twitch up there, but now I pulled it up on my phone and I got it there. So I can see Facebook chat now. Sucks. Oh, hey, Mom. Anyone else? Okay. David, I can see you there now on both. Cool. That works. That's where we are. That is a bootleg way of doing it. So the research I found out for the reason why I couldn't see Facebook is that they changed their code a lot, and if they don't tell the people at Restream, it takes a while to catch up with it. So I have a feeling that's why I don't see the chat, and I can't see YouTube. So that's what I think's going on. Okay, so figured that out. So I'm behind on Facebook. I'm like, so when I see something on there, I can see you now. So it will be delayed on there for sure. Social work. Rusty, that is a lot to do. How's it going though so far? Yeah, that's a lot. God bless you, man. All right, I'm gonna do a wash on the front of their shelves. Hey, Johansson, my mom posted, "Hi, son." I have to answer her, or I get in trouble. So, always causing trouble. So, just a wash of this. I'll kind of keep it there. No, I better thin this out a little. So I'm gonna take some of this. See if I move this down, move it over. Put some here. And use that. Oh man, congrats. July's not that far off. It'll be here before you know it. So I'm just going to kind of wash this in. Help kind of pick out those shell lines, those plate lines. I don't know what you want to call Yeah, see, my mom is the best. She brought us cookies the other day. How's everybody else doing? Staying sane? Staying home? This one will probably be the easiest to see on. Come on. And this is just the initial pass on the wash to kind of bring those colors together. Okay. So, Splinter, just going to go back over with the same kind of color. Just kind of bring in some of those shadows. Use up some of this extra stuff. Yeah, so again, the research I was doing, Facebook Live is different than Twitch and YouTube, and it doesn't sync up as well, and they change things a lot because they're trying to find ways to, I guess, monetize it, which makes them change their API stuff a lot, so it doesn't show up on my stream. But for some reason, other people get it too, so it's the least of my worries right now. If I do it this way, I'm okay. You didn't get the cookies. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to say. You gotta be nicer. So, what I want to do now is, I don't think you can kind of see this. This camera's bogging down. It was losing. Checking. Okay. So far, let me check. I don't know why that one would be doing it. That's weird. Okay. So far, so good. I'm gonna kind of make a mix. Some darker, lighter yellow. So taking some brown, mixing it in at this end of the yellow. Take some glaze medium, kind of mix that in. Now I'm losing, maybe I want to do it up here. Probably just some straight yellow as well on this end. Gonna go from bright to dark. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, I swear, I have a feeling it was that I was trying to run this other window because it was having all the other problems, and it was bogging it down. So I think I'm good from here, but new computer's still coming for what we're working on, Scott. Ugh. So I'm gonna get some of this kind of lighter yellow on the first. Kind of do some gel medium on here. So it's not as dry. I'm kind of doing this as a glaze and just kind of let it kind of. I'm going to touch those bottom plates. Oh. Yeah, take care, man. I'll see you, Fred. Fred. I'll see you, Rusty. Have fun studying. And I know the people just joining. I've been doing this on YouTube and Twitch for a while, and I have not put it up on Facebook. Just because I like to keep the two places separate. And I'm sorry, I'm starting with something kind of boring, which is just silly, stupid Ninja Turtles, but it's what I was working on. Nope, that's too much. Just kind of getting the glaze medium on there, and then down here it's not going to be as bright, just because that would be in shadow. Get some of this. Kind of wet blend it. That's funny, like all the other the turtle pictures, they light them from behind, like from underneath. Where is it? This. So the highlights are on the bottom parts of the plates because they have it like the city lights are coming up from the bottom and not down. I'm painting these like this. The light is coming down from the front, so it's gonna look different than that. And now I'm gonna bring this back. Need just a tad darker. Brighter color. Oops, don't want that drop. Kind of wet blend that up. Need some white. Where's my white? Yeah, I think I solved it. So when I go back and watch, the choppiness, I think, is gone after spending money. I probably should have spent, but it'll be easier. Adding some white to the end of this kind of blend. For those of you who kind of don't know some of the tools, this is a wet palette. There's sponges underneath. There's an arm here that kind of keeps your paint wet from underneath so it doesn't dry out as you work. It's very, 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 very helpful. If you don't have one and you do this sort of thing, you definitely need to have one. It's life-changing. I'm going to take this, just kind of touch the top of that. Like I said, these are going to have to be darker, which is a little tough to do. Kind of liking that. Looking in the wrong place. Boom. Hey, Tim. Hey, Jerem. Peter. Christina. Oh my gosh. And this is the longest my hair's been in 20 years. I'm not talking about my beard. I'm trying to find out how bald I actually am. So I stopped shaving my head when this all started. And I'm bald. Man, it sucks. I think, yeah, it's along the lines, along the right lines. I'm going to come back to this. Hey, Joe. Funny, I don't think YouTube and Twitch have never had this many people looking, so it feels good. It's also very nerve-wracking to know that there's someone watching for every little screw up. I got used to it. And I know you're watching paint dry, which is not fun, but well, there, fester. I hate you. I'm gonna make one setting change. I'll fix that. I'll fix it later. Hey, Jamie. Oh, great. Two of them. I know, I need to get the glare off. Figure it out. Can't help it. Try this. Getting in with the highlights again. You know, this one's hard to see, and a lot of that's going to be in shadow anyway, so I'm not too worried about that with highlights. Yeah, I'm going to have to buy another monitor too now. I just bought this. I'm going to have to buy another one. What's your use? What are you going to do? Alright, that's too bright. Let's go get that back. Oh, it kind of works because it's really the only part you're going to see. Yeah, so I think I solved the problem. That's good. Bring that just a little. Some glaze medium. On to here. Now this one's probably going to be the easiest to kind of show what's going on. Some of the darker color now and just kind of tap it in. Don's mask is purple, but in this, they're all going to be red. Rick. Doing them all like the old classic where they didn't have the colors. Don is the best, though. Donatello is the best. It's my favorite. Nothing like beating someone with a stick. It's everybody's favorite turtle. Or is that the nerdiest question? I'm going to go back with this one. Brighten it up just a bit. If you haven't, the Toys That Made Us, the Ninja Turtle episode is really, really good. Some cool stuff in there. So for the shells, I was just kind of looking at old pictures, and the shells, they're a little yellow, their skin's a little more yellow-green, and the shells are like a blue-green, and that's kind of what I'm going to probably end up doing. But I have to mix some colors to do that. What do I want to work on? This could be a mistake. Some Reichland Flesh Shade. And use this. Using that, and I'm going to put some Lamy and medium in there. Yep, weapons. That's how you tell. That's how when we were kids. It's the only way you could tell when they first came out. You knew what weapon who had. And they said that that's why they changed it for the cartoon, is because to make it easier to tell them apart. Because that's why they gave them that. And that's why they gave them different personalities too. Originally they didn't have that. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, this works. So I'm going to kind of hit the opposite ends with this. I gotta remember to get up here. Use this brush. Oops, kick the camera. The brushes I'm using are Artist Opus series. They're amazing. That's too much. I'm going to kind of soak some of that back out. Blend it around a bit. Yep. You can see it, right? Rick, right there. Got rid of that. Got rid of that tail. Because when they're jumping around, it looks like a dink. I'm just going to kind of let this wash dry then on there. This was a good test. Everything's stable for the first time in forever. Solid frames, solid CPU, not one dropped frame. It's been a week. As far as what's coming up, these, once I'm done with these, I'm going to try and do an old classic plastic model on the stream. Bring this up just a tad. What's camera going for? So skin I'm going to come back to tomorrow and start blocking in some of these other parts, but actually try some of this Lamenter's yellow. Just kind of brighten up. Of course, it's going to focus on everything else, but kind of obliterates everything I did. Set that down. I'm going to dry, see what happens. The holder's called it's hobby holder, Joe. I think if you just Google that hobby holder, and there's different configurations that you can buy. It was a Kickstarter, but I think they are available now, just regular online. And it comes with. Let me pop this out. So it comes with a holder by itself. Get some of that off my finger. It comes with the holder by itself. And they came with these parts, and there's different ways you can kind of build it to work. You can buy the plastic caps that come with it. It's great not just for garage stuff, kid stuff too. A lot of the holders you can just for little parts stick them on there. But it's great for swapping out things fast with this one. I do like, I showed this earlier, I do like the Citadel one because it grabs the bases on a spring and it's easier to kind of move it around. I have these other ones, but these are more for if I'm only working on one thing. It gives your hand a little more brace, and it's for one thing, for one miniature. But when I'm doing all four of these and I have to pop things in and out quickly, it doesn't work. It also comes with this piece here, which clips on as a finger brace as well if you wanted to do that. And it also, I showed you can use it like this. If you're spraying, like this, if you're spraying something, you can tap it on there and hold it like that if you're airbrushing and you wanted to kind of not get it on stuff. So it's really, out of all of them, it's made in the USA. I think the guy I know is. So check it out, hobby holder. And the only thing is it's hard to get that piece off in the beginning. But yeah, that's it. So I think, how do you find me on Twitch? On Twitch, it's Genocyber. GENOC1BR, I think is the way to find it on there. And on YouTube, it's the same thing, I think. Let's go back and look, but yeah. So I'm going to close it down, double check everything, and make sure everything worked. Thank you, everybody who came. And that was, how frustrating this was. So, Ninja Turtles, come back tomorrow. Going to work on shells, work on the fronts, skin, do a little more blocking in of things. But it's getting there. And hopefully I'll have somebody play the game with at some point, since Jamie up there won't ever play anything because she's mean to me. And yeah, no problem, Joe. Thanks everybody for coming. I'm going to knock it down and talk to you later.